good evening, afternoon, probably the morning. We have the full patch notes for Season 2. If you were interested, the internet is already on fire about the amount of content in Season 2. But if you're interested, this is where we're going to go in depth and look at all the new stuff and the changes coming to Season 2. And most importantly, it actually tells you exactly when Season 2 goes live, which I don't think I've ever known before. So, Season 2 begins February 17th. We knew that. With a new map, limited time modes, the Little Bird helicopter weapons, gadgets, and progression to BF6. You'll be able to download the update 3 hours before. I'm surprised it's not earlier than that. And then at midday, so UK time midday, all Season 2 content goes live. If you're in America, that'll be 6 to 8 hours before, so 6 a.m. your time. If you're in the EU, it's the afternoon. But yeah, midday for GB, UK. The new map, Contaminated, large-scale European mountainside. Actually, the map looks great. I don't think you can deny that. It does look good. It's still a medium-sized map. They say supports all combat sizes, as in terms of modes, I believe. Apparently not available for Rush, though. Not available for Rush, only for Breakthrough. Includes land vehicles and helicopters, and of course the Little Bird. New limited time modes. This is what everyone's losing their minds about. Lots of limited time modes, as opposed to, actual just new and more content. Limited time mode where psychoactive smoke spreads across select areas in multiplayer and RedSec, and players must use their gas masks and manage their filters carefully. Didn't know that. Didn't know that there was filters involved. And then Battle Royale for since the smoke engulfs Fort Linden, transforming the battleground. Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll try it. Gauntlet returns with a new twist. Squads compete in a knockout-style animation while navigating psychoactive smoke. What? Okay. Well, I don't know if I'll play that one. New vehicle, the Little Bird, for both sides. Or... Wait, what? The iconic attack helicopter returns for the NATO forces. What about the other team? And then the M121, the MG4 essentially, belt-fed machine gun delivering high damage, effective at close range. I mean, none of the LMGs so far have been effective at close range, but it is what it is. The GRT CPS is a DMR, semi-automatic designated marksman rifle for mid to long range, high-capacity magazine. So I feel like if it's a high-capacity magazine, it's going to be similar to the LMR, but hopefully with a better damage model instead of 5 shots to kill. The VCR2, video recording, what's it called? Oh no, that's VHS, but you play it in a VCR. Short-range assault rifle with rapid rate of fire for intense close-quarters combat. Okay, so it is a close-quarters weapon. It's basically a close-quarters assault rifle, a bit like the M433, if I had to guess. The IGLA, anti-air, the Igla, lock-on anti-air missile. I assume it's... How is it any different from the Stinger, though? Anyone? Short to medium-range recon device that can detect and reveal enemy gadgets, overload recon drones, and neutralize incoming rockets. That's going to be interesting. Could I just sit next to a tank and just aim a gun at the rockets and never get hit? Protective mask, essential equipment for contaminated zones, protecting players from psychoactive smoke. Hang on, are you telling me that I can neutralize an RPG with a ray gun? Is that I mean? I could understand it maybe jamming lock-on missiles, right? But if I can just go to an RPG, just I don't know about that. We'll see. Let's see how it goes. Season 2 Battle Pass. Whoa! Instantly unlock 6 rewards and progress for 4 themed paths, featuring new hardware and weapon packages, soldier skins, XP boosts, yada yada yada. BF Pro, in addition to the regular bag of pass, BF Pro includes 6 instant unlocks, 25 tier skips. Haven't even shown it. We don't even know what's in it. Game update 1.2.1.0 delivers over 240 gameplay improvements and quality of life fixes across nearly every part of Battlefield 6. I mean, this is another big part of this update, is that essentially they're trying to fix a lot of things, we hope. And a focus on improving weapon handling, movement, vehicles, gadgets, UI, audio, and overall gameplay reliability. Okay. Right, major updates for 1.21. I think this is basically the top level. Weapon balance and recoil improvements deliver a broad recoil tuning pass across all automatic weapons alongside targeted balance fixes to improve consistency, roll clarity, and long-term weapon handling. I think people are a little confused about this because, I mean, a lot of the weapons are laser beams at the moment. And I thought the weapon balance update was going to involve damage model changes as opposed to recoil. But I don't think that is in this update. So you'll see. I saw something earlier about limb damage, but I'm pretty sure there is no limb damage in this game. It's all the same. If you hit them in the body or the legs or the arms, it's all the same damage. No? I don't know. Yeah. Movement and traversal fixes. Improved soldier movement predictability. Now, this can be misconstrued here. Improved soldier movement and then predictability means that actually it's a movement nerf because the predictability means that they're slowing it down. Refined acceleration, slide, and jump air. They've been very careful with how they've worded this. Smoother vaulting logic and improved ladder animations in both first and third person. This is essentially saying we've slowed it down. In other words, I think because predictability means it's the player watching these movements. That's how it's improved, not the player themselves. Refined acceleration, and by refined, that can mean up or down. Vehicle and gadget reliability. Resolve multiple issues affecting vehicles and gadgets, including anti-vehicle interactions, drone behavior, deployables, and vehicle damage feedback. Address numerous map exploits. Okay, what about Manhattan Bridge and the 6 roofs that people can stand on? Because my god, I cannot play Manhattan Bridge Conquest anymore. And I haven't for about a month. UI, HUD, and progression polish, introducing a new stat screen in the player profiles, whereas improved clarity and reliability across the HUD, battle pass challenges, end-around flow, matchmaking, and party systems. Portal stability, fixed a wide range of issues affecting portal creation tools, scripting, mutators, assets, exploits, and server reliability or stability. Improved audio reliability, visual consistency, cosmetic presentation, and overall stability. Right, let's have a look. We've made improvements to how recoil behaves at a system level and how recoil is used to balance automatic weapons. Since launch, recoil compensation could feel inconsistent in certain situations. In some cases, the amount of aim input required to counter recoil did not reliably match the recoil being applied. I'm struggling to work out what that means, which could make weapons feel harder to control than expected. While improvements were made during Season 1 to reduce the most extreme cases, some inconsistency can still be noticeable during regular gameplay. With this update, recoil compensation has been made fully consistent, ensuring the aim input required to counter recoil now correctly matches the recoil applied. I'll be honest, this is going over my head a little bit. Ensuring the aim input required to counter recoil correctly matches the recoil applied. Okay. This results in more predictable and reliable weapon handling. Okay. So they're trying to say that it should now, whatever aiming you do on your device now matches the recoil that the recoil pattern used to mess with aim. But I thought that they weren't changing that. Whereas, where you get mouse acceleration on recoil control. Anyway, separately from this systemic fix, we're also doing a broad recoil tuning pass across automatic weapons. Recoil is one of the main ways we balance weapons across large engagement distances. Higher damage weapons are intentionally harder to control. Lighter weapons trade raw power for ease of use and consistency. Over time, we saw this balance starting to drift once we looked at how these weapons were actually being used in live matches. So yeah, I don't know if they mean that they've got rid of basically, if you didn't know, the recoil in this game for Battlefield 6 for the first time ever has acceleration applied to your recoil control. So that's why it feels inconsistent compared to other games, because they purposefully change the acceleration of your aiming whilst it's really weird. I don't know why they do that, but maybe they've changed it back. I don't know. I can't really work it out. The tuning pass brings recoil behavior back in line with each weapon's intended role. You should expect automatic weapons to feel more consistent and better differentiated across ranges. So they're trying to say that hopefully with this update, different weapons, like longer range weapons, slower firing weapons, should feel different compared to faster, lower powered weapons, etc., is what they're trying to say. Player adjusted the acceleration curve of slide and jumps to better account for the player's speed whilst entering a slide or jump. adjusted, not increased or decreased, adjusted. So we're going to guess that that's probably a nerf. I assume slowing acceleration, probably. All squad members now display animated health icons when downed. Yeah, that's good. Fix the matchmaking error at the curve player when players play. Movement extrapolation that could cause soldiers to appear jittery. Yeah, fix rare issue where melee could become unusable. Yeah, I've seen that. Haven't they? Isn't that there's the bug where if you revive someone and then switch weapons, you lose your gun model. Don't know if they got that one. Fix an issue where a player's legs could clip through thin walls. Yeah. Fix an issue where soldiers could become invisible and continue moving after dying in a swimming pool. Fix an issue where victims' facing direction could briefly be incorrect when starting a melee takedown. Accepting a squad invite on Xbox. Battle pickups will come dropped. Okay, I'm just looking through these and seeing if any of them are important. Deployable gadgets were used on a zip line. Camo skin on vehicles. Camo skin on one vehicle causes vehicle thumbnails to quickly appear. Yeah. Revived players occasionally receive an unintended weapon state. Yeah, I assume that's where it's just down. That's what I was talking about. Maybe I couldn't. I know that's the other way around. If the revived player, soldiers could be launched unexpectedly. Oh, dude, that was so fun. You know when people like flying around the map. Stickers were not applied correctly to the Warwolf legendary. I mean, not a bother for me. Left hand can be seen floating when doing a takedown. Selected player batch could appear duplicated. Spiteful Mirage skin, Engineer skin, Uniform patch, Wraith Recon skin. Okay, we're going through more of the visual effects now. Vaulting onto a vehicle could sometimes destroy it and launch the player unexpectedly. Wow, that I've not seen that one before. Weapon pose could fail to update when firing while sprint jumping. Weapon switching after being revived could leave player. Yeah, there you go. Look, there you go. That's literally what I just talked about. Weapon switching after being revived could leave players without a usable weapon. So they've at least fixed that one. That was a big one. Scenarios where it would sometimes be possible to grab ledges much higher than intended. Duplicate naming for some of the weapon charms, mud weathering, first-person ladders, foot placement, predictability and consistency. Here you go. This is buried in there. Improve predictability and consistency of player movement with new acceleration curves instead of linear accelerations. Those updated accelerations retain responsive movement while allowing micro adjustments of movement and ensure other players' movement looks more correct to improve the quality and predictability of gunfights. So you could probably read that between the lines as some sort of movement downgrade in a way. Nothing crazy because there's no like. It's probably minor, but it's something. The transition of soldiers' lower body in first-person view when stopping movement, third-person animations, vault detection, logic improvement, vaulting back onto the same ladder. Yeah, I definitely had that. Hit reactions whilst on fire to improve visual clarity. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'm guessing when you're being shot at whilst being on fire, it would like make your screen go crazy. Reduced the maximum slide impulse length by 25%. Now, because they've given us this value, you see how before it was very much vague and you can't really tell. 25%. That means it's been done by quite a significant amount. That you're probably going to feel that maximum slide impulse length. So I'm trying to think about what they mean by slide impulse length. Just the slide, how far you can slide. Or is it how much acceleration during the slide you get? Does it reduce the amount that will increase your speed? Do you know what I mean? Basically, you're going to feel 25% slower in one way or another, is what they're trying to say. Disable angle-based damage mitigation on the Traverser, not sure. Attack powered rocket trails. What about the issue where the helicopter blades at a distance just don't spin at certain quality levels? Because I definitely have that. Jet throttle input could remain active after ejecting. Tank turret aiming speed is different between third and first. Unreliable bullet collision. Muzzle flash intensity. And you can no longer move vehicles forward or backward whilst the big map is open. Oh, I thought people liked doing that. Gadgets. Fix an issue where anti-tank mines could fail to deploy. The slam mines did not correctly affect battery life or top speed. Oh. I didn't even know you can put slam mines on a recon drone. How is that? Wait, what? And it does affect the battery life or top speed if you put mines on them. Bro, no one even does that anyway. Why do they? They always find weird things to change. That like, how many people are putting slams on recon drones? Like, how are they found? How have they found that? That's so weird. Fix an issue where the RPG and the lore launchers would be inaccurate after. Right? Yes, this is actually a huge one. I had this exact issue. When I was playing with an engineer just after the season 1 mid-season update, where if you fired your RPG, just like when you kind of quickly fire it, it would just disappear. It's just gone. You just go, and it would just like fly off in the distance or something. I don't know. Or it would just disappear. So that's maybe good. Fix an issue where the smoke grenade was missing from the support class loadout. Fix an issue where the smoke grenade was missing from every other class other than support. Oh, it's not that one. Fix an issue where the recon drone could be destroyed when its operating soldier was down. I mean, EOD bot would instantly regain an ammo charge. Not sure. Okay, well, yeah, I guess that is a big bug, to be fair. Portable laser detonator could prioritize already painted targets instead of the vehicle being aimed at. Repair tool torch flame video effect. And it could not repair vehicles when targeting glass components. Interesting. Fix an issue where RPG 7 could fire unintentionally when switching weapons after releasing the trigger. Prevent the player from returning properly to the previous weapon after throwing a supply pouch. Will keep throwing more supply pouches. Yes. Okay, that was that. This is a big one. Is this not the Goliath pouch, which they're calling the supply pouch for some reason? Where you throw a supply pouch and then you can't shoot because it starts throwing another one. That's kind of a huge one, isn't it? It means that people will actually start using the Goliath pouches again. Improved consistently when destroying anti-tank mines and M4 slam mines. And improve the consistency of the defibrillator to revive detection on stairs and uneven terrain. Lovely. Right, now for the big ones. Because they're going to actually get into the weapon changes. Adjusted in-world spotting range when firing a weapon without a suppressor or flash hider from 75 to 54 meters. So they're saying if you're firing a weapon without a suppressor or flash hider, you used to show up at 75 meters with a big red dot above your head. Did you know this? This is kind of a huge change, by the way. From previous games. If you shoot in this game without a flash hider or suppressor, because I used to build guns without a flash hider or suppressor, you get the red triangle above your head, even if no one's spotting you. So if you're 90 degrees to my left and you shoot at me and you're hidden in a bush, you will light up with a red triangle above your head. And they've reduced that range from 75 to 54 meters. Kind of crazy. Minimap spotting range when firing suppressed weapons, increasing it from 15 to 21 meters to a better line. Into firing suppressed weapons. Oh. What? Adjusted minimap spotting range when firing. I thought you didn't show up on the minimap maybe it's you need to be further away now. I'm confused. I think you still show up if you're close enough with a suppressed weapon on the minimap. Very weird. Fixing consistency with recoil compensation, making sure that the amount of aim put to that was what they were talking about earlier. Visual issue with the standard fire mode, incorrectly safe. I mean, not really bothered. Locked weapon skins can be used in the firing range. Oh, what? I wish I'd known about that. I could have just got some free skins. Where are the headshot damage and limb damage changes? I don't think they're in this update. There was a gun, an individual gun change that talked about limb damage, and that's where I got confused. But I don't think there's anything with headshot on limb damage yet. 5 milliwatt green laser was too expensive on the DRS. Flashlight could appear misaligned. Laser pad floating. Scope glints and laser sights would be visible through smoke grenades. I mean, I'm pretty sure scope glints. This is a huge one. Scope glints have always been visible through smoke grenades. So, are you telling me that people's scope glints are never going to be visible through smoke grenades now? I mean, it's good, I guess. But I remember I've shot so many people through smoke with their scope glints. Inconsistent knife melee timing, weapon attachment visual issues, the LMR's 15 and 20 round magazines not reducing reload time as intended. Thank goodness, because everyone uses this gun all the time. SGX sight to function consistently, visual issues with bolt action animations, scope glint orientation, knife takedowns against Enemies who are prone on their back now correctly connect with the defender. Hey, here you go. Here's a big one. Reduced the mini scout muzzle velocity from 880 meters to 800 meters a second. So now it's only just the most powerful sniper in the game. Because I'm pretty sure even with the 80 meters a second reduction, it still has the fastest bullet velocity in the game. So, but reduce the mini scout limb damage to better align with lower torso damage values. Now, I'm talking about limb damage. I didn't even know that I thought all the damage across all the entire body was always the same, or is it just a case of range? Because I swear to God, you hit someone in the toe, you hit someone in the chest, it does the same damage. No, I don't know how that's relevant. Limb damage to align with lower torso. I thought that if you hit them anywhere, it just did the same damage, but I could be wrong. I need to test that out. Updated the M433 level 50 mastery package. Blah. Use the rangefinder custom zeroing to not apply effect instantly. Updated player-facing descriptions for non-sniper grip pod attachments. Oh, they're talking about like they're going to tell you that if you use the grip pod, it's going to tell you that it's not going to work unless you're mounted. Player-facing name of the TR7's fluted barrel. Weapon recoil tuning. Right, here we go. Adjusted recoil behavior across automatic weapons to better reflect real combat ranges and ease of use expectations. So the AK-205 adjusted recoil behavior to better match expectations for a 545 by 39 with minimal impact on overall handling. I don't really know what they're saying there. Reduce the recoil randomness in the B36, L85, M433, and SAW 555, improving consistency and effectiveness at long ranges. That might be massive for the M433. Yeah, they're not changing the damage, so that's not changing. The M433, for me, I absolutely hate using it at medium range because it feels like I'm just using a bullet hose. So maybe the M433 might actually come into the forefront. Whoa, DB12! Increased rate of fire and faster pump action to improve reliability. Oh my god, is the DB12 going to be usable? Notice how they haven't changed the damage though, so that means that it's still going to do, even if you literally barrel stuff someone in the head with the DB12, it will not one-shot them. Which, again, doesn't really make sense, but it is what it is. L1110, reduced recoil to reinforce handling difference between belt-fed machine guns and assault rifles. Increase the damage at close to mid-ranges to better reward accurate headshots. LMR27. As I said, if you guys in Battlefield 2042, there was a semi-auto 30-round gun. I can't remember what it was called. But if you can spam it and it does decent damage, it might actually become good. Yeah, the V-Car. I wanted the LMR to be like the V-Car, but right now it definitely isn't. But if it's actually a 4-shot kill or even a 3-shot kill, it actually could be one of the better guns in the game. I mean, it should, in theory, be 3-shot kill. But, you know, whatever. Reduced recoil to improve sustained fire with the M133K and reinforces a belt-fed machine gun. Reduced recoil on the M277. That's good, because I was using the M277 yesterday, and it was shocking. M417 and QBZ, reduced recoil randomness. I mean, great. I mean, the M417 was already a laser beam, so I don't know how it could be more of one, but I'll take it. They've increased the recoil for the MP5 and the SGX. Right. Well, the MP5 was already pretty rough after they made all the guns pretty good, so now no one's going to use that. SGX might be all right. MP7 and the P90 improved effectiveness at range, increasing handling. What? Adjusted recoil behavior to improve effectiveness at range whilst increasing handling difficulty up close. What do you mean? Like, and in terms like that's what you mean that you've made hip fire worse, but their recoil's better? I don't know what that means. How do you? Okay, I mean, I don't know what they mean by that because you can't make the recoil better and worse at the same time. Because these aren't, remember, this isn't change the damage. It's literally just says recoil behavior, but then also increasing handling difficulty. What do they mean by that? Slower ADS speeds, increased hip fire spread. I don't know. SCW10, increased recoil to reduce effectiveness at range. Okay, to be fair, that was probably something that needed to be done because the SCW is literally a laser beam and it's one of the best SMGs in the game. It is the best SMG in the game. SG, increased recoil to limit effectiveness at range and better align with its strong close range performance. Adjusted recoil to ensure it remains competitive alongside updated assault rifles. Now, notice how they haven't actually changed the 3-shot kill of the SG and the SCW. So this is still the best SMG in the game. And honestly, will this recoil reduction or effectiveness change anything? Probably not. SG maybe over range, but like, notice how that's it. That's all the changes. So NVO is still exactly the same. So the NVO is probably still the best assault rifle at the moment. Maybe the M433 might. The M433 might actually have a comeback here if they've actually reduced the recoil enough, because the M433 has a really fast rate of fire, and if it's actually good over range, there's a chance it might be pretty decent. DRS is untouched. Yeah, DRS, which is I think the best long range assault rifle in the game, is untouched. So that's going to be exactly the same. Added okay, so this is what's crazy to me. Added Rush as a new mode to Mirak Valley. We already had Rush in Mirak Valley. So what are they talking about? Fixed an issue in escalation on Operation Firestorms where vehicles would not spawn at HQ as intended. Fix an issue in squad deathmatch where lock squads cause scoreboard, blah, blah, blah. Fix an issue in sabotage. Yeah, we don't. I mean, I don't think I've even played sabotage once. Fix an issue on Siege of Cairo where players could reach the top of the buildings. Of course they could. And missing water and visual issues. Okay. Right. Manhattan Bridge. Tell me they've blocked people from getting on the roofs in Manhattan Bridge. Let's go. Fix an issue where destroying a garage by D could trigger a whiteout effect across the map. Fix an issue where destroying an office building by F could incorrectly trigger a blackout. Fix an issue where destroying parts of the plaster ridge at C could expose occlusion problems. Fix an issue where players could stand on top of the bridge. And that's it. So you can still have half of the teams just on the roofs of half of the buildings that you can't get up onto unless you jump out of a helicopter. I mean, dude, we've been talking about this for like 3 months. Like, okay, standing on top of the bridge, creating unintended gameplay advantages. What about the 5 other buildings that they can stand on? Dude, honestly, like Manhattan Bridge for me, if you go and play Conquest Manhattan Bridge, I guarantee you, you're going to be running around in the road and someone is going to shoot you from a roof that you cannot see them from, and then they just run away. Just pre-aim the out-of-bound areas. Simple. I don't know why they haven't fixed that, dude. It's literally, for me, I don't bother playing Manhattan Bridge on Conquest or Escalation. It's unplayable because it's just not fun. You can argue it's the same as Sobek City, but I don't play that either because of that exact issue, because people are just on the roofs. But that's intended. Fix an issue where players could capture B point on breakthrough from an unintended upper floor. Oh, I should have found that one. Assault players could place the ladder on an invisible collision near to NATO HQ. Players could reach unintended places above the D flag after being launched into the air. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can still get into all the buildings. I don't think they're saying above the D flag. I'm trying to think. That's not anywhere near where the buildings are that you can just sit in the tops of the roofs, which is fine. That one's at least bearable because you can blow up the entire building that they hide on, or that they hide in when they're hiding in the buildings in Empire State. But in Manhattan Bridge, when they're on top of the building, you can't stop them doing that. Fix an issue on Liberation Peak. Multiple world vehicle assets. But Strike Point. I don't play this mode. Added the scout helicopter to the following maps and modes. Manhattan Bridge, Operation Firestorm, New Sobek City, Mirak Valley. And then Eastward, additionally, in Escalation. Someone made the good point of, but are they removing their attack chopper as well? Or are they replacing the attack chopper? Or are they choosing between the attack chopper or the little bird? How is that going to work? Shout out to the scout helicopter bros who've been waiting a long time for this, because it's been taking a while. I know there's a lot of people that have been waiting a long time for this, but good luck to you, because it's not on Breakthrough and Rush, which is what I play. Have fun with that. Battle Pass tokens are now earned more quickly through career XP. Rerolling challenges become unavailable. I've never done that. Assignment tracker, tracking, multiple issues with the challenge to criteria displaying, blah, blah, blah. Incorrect progress display for week 2 challenges. Fix an issue where exploration agreements could compete with fewer actions. Don't know about that. Engineer icon changed to improve readability and make the role more clear based on community feedback. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when the game first came out, it was so hard to tell the difference between the recon icon and the engineer icon because they looked almost identical. I believe the engineer icon is now going to look, well, if I'm not mistaken, it's not going back to the small spanner. It's still a really abstract, weird shape, but it's at least more obvious. You'd think it would be the wrench icon. No, it's not the wrench icon. It's still abstract and a weird icon thing, but it just looks different anyway. Because they want it to be a certain way, like, you know, like how everyone changes their logos and makes them really. It's a weird C. Yeah. Fixed localization issue with loadout zeroing. Yeah. Fixed incorrect icon for the Remprio Bladley. Yeah. Do you know what I find really difficult? The minimap icons for the IFVs and the tanks. I cannot tell the difference at a glance. I literally have to go like, is that a tank or an IFV? And then you kind of go, I think it's an IFV, and then you die. It's like, because they look identical, the IFV and the tank icons, but it's fine, I guess, whatever. Fix an issue on PC where the big map display keyboard and mouse icons when using a controller. Thank God. Fix an issue where Battle Pass points Battle Pass progression tokens were not updating correctly. Closing the pause menu from the fix an issue. Complete assignments to appear incorrectly. Viewing gadgets. Yeah. Fix an issue where locked Battle Pass rewards would appear stuck in the loadout. More to hit indicators and damage numbers not. Big map and scoreboard. Crosshair would briefly display incorrect spacing. Gonna see aiming indicators. Fixed an issue where the go to score button prompt was not functional for vehicle customization on PlayStation 5. It's a big one. Fixed an issue where item previews could persist after store bundles. Horrific. Item rotation is zoomed. Shifting the inspection. Free to play tutorial. The map could put back and forth when rolling it out. What about where you spawn in on Sobek City and the map upside down? Have they fixed that one? Resupply message not even visible. Reviving world icons. Show game mode events. Stay with squad option. Steady aim prompt. I mean, it looks like these are more of the very niche changes that I would never even notice, but I guess it's cool that they changed them. Is there any new maps? Not yet, Justin. Just Austin. Not until Tuesday. Weapon package, deep links. I don't even know what that means. Duplicate ladder indicators, lock on world icons, deep links, incorrect game mode files. I don't think there's anything here that's anything that's of interest to me. Yeah, okay. Settings. Add an accessibility option for flash and stun grenades that replaces the white flash with a black screen effect, reducing sudden brightness. Might be worth taking. Everyone's just going to use whatever the most meta version is. Fix the memory leak that can an exploit that allows players to farm excessive XP repeatedly by destroying AI spawned vehicles. Fix an issue where battle pickups spawn via loot spawners are missing minimap. I mean, this sounds like, yeah, this is Portal stuff. Certain raw string in review, modifying reinforcement modifiers. Reassigned incorrectly. Fixed an issue where players could create AFK farming experiences that bypassed intended progression limits. We've just fixed it 4 months later. Lovely. Fixed an issue. I mean, we literally did say in every piece of feedback we've ever given is that you need to really make sure that Portal doesn't turn into an XP farming experience. And it absolutely did, unfortunately. Removing all maps from map rotation could cause you to disappear. Spawning ammo, export button. I mean, now they did a lot of work with Portal. I don't think there's necessarily anything here that I need to keep an eye on. Fixed an issue where pinging of vehicles supply crate. Fixed audio stuttering when vehicles are sabotaged. Improved audibility of enemy zip lines and parachutes as well as blowtorches. Now, I don't know how many times you've had this situation where you're staring at a zip line, you turn around for 1 second, and then there's no sound, and then they're behind you like, nani. Do you know what I mean? The number of times I'm like, there was definitely not a zipline sound. So hopefully, usually by the way, the zipline sound is usually really loud. Like you can hear it from miles away, but then sometimes they would just turn up behind you and you'd be like, what the fuck just happened? Did you already play the current Portal shoutout? If it's the operations one, then yeah, I've already played it. Improve clarity of distant enemy footsteps by better aligning layered audio content. Improved panning for close non-player footsteps? What? Improved panning for close... No, sorry. Non-player footsteps? You mean AI footsteps? Or do you mean like there's monsters? Who are they? Improved reliability of multiple sound and heavy load included for players. Okay. Fix rare cases where the game could become unresponsive. Oh. What about the bug where you leave the game and you just get a black screen and then you have to restart the game? No, this is an audio setting. Audio, improved panning for close non-player footsteps. I assume they mean AI. I mean, otherwise, you know, are we dealing with ghosts or something? I don't know. Play the game. This is the game. Fix an issue where dying with a data drive. I don't even know that. I don't even know what they're talking about. Data drive? Oh, one of the missions. Rare cases, soldiers will take higher amount of damage when oh, yeah, dude. Fixed an issue in rare cases, soldiers could take a higher than intended damage when wearing armor. There was a bug, which we didn't talk about because we didn't want people to abuse it, where you could make your gun instantly down you. It would instantly go through plates and kill you. And that was a huge issue with RedSec. If you ever wondered why you died instantly, there was a bug where you would just take it would just ignore your plates and kill you instantly. I'm glad they fixed that one. Fixed an issue where and that's why sometimes, you know, when you're using a sniper and they just go down in one hit, that's why, because it would just ignore the plates and kill them, and it was just a completely random thing that you could abuse. Well, I don't think you knew you were abusing it, but if you ever wondered why enemies just sometimes died really quickly, that's why. Fixed issue where the deploy input during battle royale insertion was not triggered. Was that where you get stuck in the outside of the map and then it kills you and then you have to respawn? Fixed an issue where the party leader would return to the front end. Right, lovely. Added a Traverser Mark II to select large, medium, and small gauntlet layouts. Interesting. Improved attachment setups for M4, A1, M277. I assume they mean ground loot. Yeah. Ensuring these weapons use their intended attachments a better balance with found ground. Good. Fix an issue where the UAV calling sound effect would continue playing. Drop speed of custom weapon drops. New limited tactical strike package allowing players to call in a volley of gas. Oh, of course. At least it's new. That's something new. Fix an issue where tanker container ramps could clip through large deployables. Multiple terrain object placement issues. Battle Royale special forces operator challenge rewards. Strike package map markers. Fixed an issue where helicopter insertion flight paths on the min-map could become misaligned when the endpoint icons are off screen. Decryption beacon displayed as an incorrect texture. Blah, blah, blah. Loot feed incorrectly. Yeah. Players could toggle flashlights and laser attachments. Why is that an issue? Fixed an issue where the UAV icon was too small. Second chance UI. Removed outdated soldier voice lines referencing supply drops. Do you guys remember they added a respawn beacon to the game in season 1, deleted it, and then never talked about it ever again after day 2, and we've just never had it since. Do you know that they added the big new feature? The big new feature of RedSec Season 1 was that you could have a mobile spawn beacon to bring your teammates back in RedSec. And then they deleted it on day 2, and then we never heard about it again. It's just gone. So I guess, you know, it doesn't matter, but it was a bit of an issue, a bit of an interesting one there. And it's just gone now forever. Who cares? Fix an issue where the beacon pulse icon would appear when far away. Countdown icon on the room. Fix an issue where dropped items would not play pickup sound effects. And that's it. Right. So things that I'm noticing about these patch notes. We've not fixed any of the issues in Russian Breakthrough. I swear to God, if I start season 2 and I go into Manhattan Bridge Rush or Breakthrough, and the enemy team is looking directly into my spawn, what is... Guys, we have been talking about this since the day that we were allowed to play Manhattan Bridge. There's multiple issues with Manhattan Bridge. On Breakthrough, specifically, where it's almost unplayable. I mean, they must have the data that shows that attacking teams on Manhattan Bridge get stuck in the spawn. And then on Conquest and Escalation, you can still be on those roofs, dude. How have we not fixed this? This is like a major... Like, if I was a new player playing Manhattan Bridge, like, oh my God, dude, Manhattan Bridge is so cool. Oh, I got shot from the roof. How do I get up there? Oh, I got shot from the roof again. Oh, I've just been killed from the roof 15 times. Like, dude, we have genuinely given this feedback so many times about Manhattan Bridge, dude. I mean, that's for me. Anyway, that's I'm just confused that maybe they've not mentioned it and it's just not important enough of a patch note. But I mean, they've mentioned other minor things. I mean, they've not really talked about the RedSec additions either in this, which is weird because they've talked about the new map and stuff, but they haven't talked about the new stuff that's in RedSec. Apparently, there is a whole... Oh no, because we're not getting that. I've just remembered we're not getting the new RedSec POI until the middle of the season. That's why they're not talking about it. So we're not getting the patch notes for the stuff that's releasing in the middle of the season. That's why. Because I don't know. I don't know why they're not doing that straight away. We're not getting solos or ranked on RedSec, unfortunately. Yeah, as I said, I've said this a few times. If RedSec just isn't getting the player numbers they want, guys, just maybe we change focus, because you know we're clearly not getting like a massive update for RedSec either. We should maybe start rediverting resources. I'm just saying that would be maybe a good idea, because you know I don't see it taking off anymore, especially if we're not if they're not even trying to do big updates for RedSec. Honestly, please just call it a day. Yeah, as I've said with this update for season 2, the new map looks cool. I'm interested to try and play it, but I now am ready. Like, I'm not going to be playing season 2 as much as I've even been playing this season. I'm probably going to play a little bit of season 2 when it starts for like a week, and then I'm probably going to be playing Marathon for a bit, as I said, because again, there's just not a lot to cover, and that's just facts, unfortunately. As I said, I think the new map is going to be decent enough. I don't even know it's going to be better than Eastwood, because I did really like Eastwood. I'm very confused as to why we don't have a large map in this season. I don't know. We have. It's been how many months now? Let me think about this. So the game's been out since October, November, December, January, February. It's been 5 months. And I think 90% of the feedback for the maps was that they wanted one large-scale map. And it feels like they've only just started working on Golmud to get that ready for next season. And it feels like, you know, that, for me, is kind of like an idea of like, wow, that's how long it takes for them to kind of like get the feedback, is like 6 months of like, yep, we need a big map. Definitely need some sort of big map, guys. Something. You definitely need something. And I've said several times, not that they need to listen to me specifically, but I have said several times, if they could just take the base maps from 2042 Portal, from BF3 and Bad Company 2, which is a similar engine, speed up, you know, move those maps from there to Battlefield 6. I know it would take time for them to convert, I'm sure, all of the different points, but I'm just saying they already have those maps made in this engine. No, carve up the RedSec map, right? Carve up the RedSec map, especially because you can actually do it yourself in Portal and make their own version, which is like refined and make sure the capture points are balanced. You know, that's the big thing for me. I don't even know why we haven't... They could literally get one of their level designers to go into Portal and make their version of the red sec map and put it as a official portal mode tomorrow. Like, I know it would be, you know what I mean? Like, we already have player made versions of the red sec portal maps, which have, like, you know, the conquest version of what's it called? The conquest version of Fort Linden Beach, right? You could get one of your level designers to make sure that the Linden Beach is to a degree that they would deem, you know, a good enough map, and just make it a large-scale portal map this week. Do you know what I mean? I know that they're busy working on other maps, but I'm just saying, like, they definitely could do something with a large-scale map from the red sec map right now with the portal editor. You know what I mean? I don't know why we haven't utilized this stuff that's already, like, ready to go in the game. Gulf of Linden, yeah. I'm so confused. But yeah, as I said, the map looks good. I think you cannot deny that the new map looks good. And I think if you want to focus on the positives, the new map looks fun. The new guns look decent enough. It's a shame that there's not a new sniper, because we only have 4. And there's not even a new sniper coming in the mid-season update either. One thing with the drip feed content that's frustrating me a little bit as well is, are we to assume that the 2 weapons coming in the mid-season update are not ready yet? Or is it simply that they need to spread out the content to make it feel like there's more content coming? You know what I mean? Because, like, holding back those weapons, the Scorpion and the CZ, which are coming in middle of March, that's so it's like, I can understand you holding back a map because maybe the map's not ready, right? The map's not ready, fine. But, like, the guns, I assume they're literally just sitting there waiting to be unlocked in the middle of the season. Same with the bikes on other maps as well. It seems a bit like, why are we holding, like, the map, I can understand. Maybe that's not ready, right? They've not completely tested it. They've not balanced it. The Hagen-Dazs map, or whatever it's called, base, maybe that's not ready. But what about the guns? Hagenthal. Yeah, I know. I call it the Hagen-Dazs base. Yeah. Yeah. So this is the frustrating thing is, I think the content that's going to come out will be good. I just don't think the amount of content right now is enough. And I think we all agree on that. So there you go. Do I think Battlefield 6 has stopped being relevant? No, not at all. I know that obviously us as content creators and also news articles will always say Battlefield player base dropped off 90% from launch. Yeah, that is true. But this is actually possibly the most successful Battlefield in terms of player count after 4 months we've ever had still. Right? So the game's not even dead, but it's probably going to decline continually, right? Yeah, like, the game is really fun. I wouldn't be playing it if I didn't think it was fun. Although I'm about to use the worst weapon in the game. What AR is this? This is the AK-205. Well, I also have a DB12. I'm going to wait. I'm not going to unlock the DB12, I've decided, this weekend. I'm just going to use the AK-205. And a DMR. Actually, is that a good idea? Probably not. I'm going to use the AK-205. Actually, I can just do this, couldn't I? I just need him. There you go. Begsy, thank you for the 27 months. You need to get to level 39, I know. But remember, it's double XP weekend right now. It's double XP weekend right now. And so if I'm going to do AK-205 unlocks... Oh my god, that TTK is criminal. Yeah, but that's the thing. In order to unlock the synthetic bullets arc, I have to use the AK-205 in its current state. So we're going to do that. Ooh. Yeah, so the gun I'm using right now is not a good weapon. Don't use it. I just want to see what it's like if with the synthetic ammo. Do not use this gun. It is bad. It's one of my least favorite guns in the game. But it's an interesting experiment for sure. Wow. Okay, bro. Any reses? Any reses? Oh, I don't think so. This should be studied. The most successful game BF gaming is and how the downfall is in just in 4 months. I think the issue with the content, I believe, or my assumption, is that the amount of content that was supposed to release was already rushed. So they've already been rushing content, and now it's caught up with them. And I know that may sound crazy, but I think what happened is maybe they released the game earlier than they intended to, and now they're only just catching up with the content, the post-launch content, right now. You know what I mean? They're defusing. Bloody hell, team. Come on, mate. That's an enemy. Where's your... Did I get it? Nice. Have they patched all the XP lobbies? Hey! What the hell are they doing? Oh, the cats went crazy. As usual. $1 billion company. Zero excuses. I mean, Jack made a really good video yesterday about the assumptions. Okay. Jack made a video yesterday about the assumptions of why they might not have kept up with content. And there's like 5 things that he came up with, which again are assumptions. And it's just kind of like, why didn't Battlefield 6 employ more map designers? Why didn't they why didn't they just hire more people? Why didn't they build more maps? Why didn't they focus more on multiplayer than the RedSec? I mean, yeah, because basically he's seen what we're getting for Season 2, and I think we've all been saying for literally weeks, like, oh, it better be 3 maps. Oh, dude, it better be 3 maps. It has to be 3 maps. Surely they've got a plan, a contingency plan for maximizing the amount of content. It must be better than 2 maps. It has to be better than 2 maps. Please don't do 2 maps. And then they're just like, yeah, 2 maps. And also, you have to wait an entire month for the second map, not 2 weeks. Because at least in Season 1, when they released the new content, for Season 1, it was 2 weeks. Now it's a month. And at least, by the way, at least with Season 1, right? RedSec released, right? That's the excuse. Oh my god, this gun's so bad. I couldn't even kill that guy. RedSec released in Season 1. Therefore, you could argue that, look how much content's releasing. This massive, the biggest Battlefield map ever, alongside the new content as well with 2 maps. Fine. You know what? You can kind of give them a little bit of slack for that because they're releasing the biggest map alongside. Like, surely people will be playing RedSec and they'll be playing the new maps. Great. Loads of content. This time, we're getting a month between the 2 maps. And it's also a bit like, well, you know, what about it? And they delayed Season 2, yeah. With no additional content. I'm telling, and this is the thing, dude, if there's any devs listening, why can't we have Gulf of Linden as a dedicated, like, made mode? You know what I mean? It's already halfway there. We're already halfway there on Gulf of Linden. I would at least use some resources to say, look, we can make an official version of Gulf of Linden, surely. Because it's already 90% there. You know what I mean? It's already 90% there. And that's like the absolute bare minimum. I don't see how they couldn't have the resources to convert Gulf of Linden from the Red Sec map into an experience that people play on the front page. Like, I would love to know why that wouldn't be possible. That's like the absolute bare minimum to kind of like make up some of the content. Port maps from 2042. I mean, I've said that a few times, but again, you at least in that scenario, there is a chance that that might not be possible. I don't know if the what's it called are the same. I don't know how easy it is to convert a map from 2042 to Battlefield 6, and you could argue it might take longer than you expect. But like the fact that the Gulf of Linden stuff could easily be done and is basically already done by community members, and there's not a chance that they change that. That is kind of scary. Where is he? Where'd he go?
We've armed explosives on Bravo. Objective marked. We need you supporting the attack.
Did you get him? I don't think you did. Who is shooting at me, and from what angle? I just got shot around the corner. Pretty sure.
Our explosives on Bravo have been disarmed.
Red Sec also needs some love. Well, I mean, in this new update, we're not getting the POI to the middle of the month. My personal opinion is that we give it a rest. That's my personal opinion. I mean, I can't beat him with a fucking AK-205, can I? Would it be nice to hear the footsteps a little better when he ran around that corner? Bloody hell. One of my streaming plans post BF6? Are we already saying that BF6 is done, dude? No, it can't be. We can't be saying that BF6 is already done. We're already talking about it like it's dead. I would say my streaming plans post Season 2 release are basically that I'm probably going to play some marathon. At the very least. See, this is the thing with these guys. They don't respect...
I got you.
They're not respecting the AK-205, and frankly, I don't blame them. I literally cannot beat them. Unless he climbs up and I get an extra half second of TTK. That's the way we beat them. We just have to get an extra half second. And don't miss a single shot. Fuck. That would have killed him with any other normal gun. They're on the roof. I can hear them. Are they not on the roof? They are on the roof. Basically, we need to get to level 39 or something with this gun before we unlock the synthetic rounds, and that's only just makes it slightly better.
You're gonna make it. Hold on.
Please cover my backside. Please cover my backside. Please cover my backside. They didn't. Well, they kind of did. Little. I mean, he's got a DRS. What can I do? Marathon will be dead in 2 months easily, but that's the thing, must be cheating. We've got 2 months of gameplay. How hard is it to make new maps? Very hard, to be fair. This is the thing. It is very hard to make new maps. Right? The difference is that I don't think it's not as difficult to convert the Red Sec map because it's literally in Portal. That's the thing I've been focusing on. Like, it is very difficult to make brand new maps from scratch. It takes literally minimum 6 months. All right? But They do have options. This is the thing that frustrates me. Sure, making a new map from scratch, absolutely crazy amounts of work that needs to be thought about in advance. As I said, 6 months is what you're looking at. Minimum, usually. And that's even what they've said. 6 months minimum. But utilizing the maps that they already have is basically free in my eyes. But they're not doing that, which is frustrating. God, this gun is so bad. We are using it to our detriment. I need to get the synthetic ammo if I even want a chance. I think we're going to get about... I'm going to reckon we're going to get about 2 levels. 2 levels a match, I think. All the assets already prepared for the big BR map are free assets ready to be assembled into other maps. Sure, but that's not... What I'm trying to say is the bare minimum would be converting the RedSec map variants that you can already do in Portal as a normal community member into an official map. That would genuinely not, in my eyes, be a major problem at all. You know? What's my opinion on the movement changes? Honestly, for 99% of players, you're probably not going to feel it. But I think it's going to be, for people who like to use the slide jumping mechanics, I think it's going to be a big change. So that's my opinion on it. I know, or I respect how difficult it is to make maps. It genuinely is. Like, if you want to make a map that people aren't going to basically shit on immediately and say, this is absolutely terrible, how could you release this? It takes a long time. But there are options, and they're not utilizing them. And these are things that we've been saying again since the beginning of season 1, right? Is please utilize the RedSec map. Please utilize Portal. Please, you know, if you don't think that, you know, there's a chance that we can convert the maps ourselves, have someone just look over it, maybe clean up some of the capture areas so it's fair, vehicle spawn limits, etc. You know, have I got my Super Strike mouse yet? No, I haven't. I don't think that's coming until for another 10 days. Because I had to wait for it because it was on pre-order. What's the reason DICE won't remaster 3 or 4? Tons of work. They would remake everything from scratch. They wouldn't just... I know it's weird, right? Because when you see single player that use... How do I put this? Have you guys seen the remasters of GTA San Andreas? Lara Croft... What's it called again? Tomb Raiders. Have you seen the remasters of those? For some reason, they can get away with literally just taking that exact engine, upscaling all the textures with AI, and calling it a day. I don't know why they get away with it, but they do, right? But when it comes to something like Battlefield, if they were going to do a remaster of BF3 or BF4, they would remake everything from scratch. Even though people will be like, oh, no, it's fine. You don't have to do that. You can just give us the old maps. Like, no, they would remake everything from scratch. Maybe they could utilize AI to do that at this point. I don't know, but they would. That's how they would do it. Yeah, the Tomb Raider remasters are shocking because they don't even change the mechanics, or maybe they change some of the movement stuff. They basically rip it and just stuff it somewhere else and then just upscale the textures and call it a day. And that's genuinely what they do for some of the remasters. The San Andreas remaster was genuinely I couldn't believe what they did with that. I watched someone play it. I was like, there's no way they just took the original game engine and just gave it better textures and that was it. GG, done. Crazy. But what I'm saying is that's why they don't remaster older games. Because it's not, yeah. They're not just gonna put it through a upscaler and call it a day. They're gonna have to remake everything from scratch. And at that point, in their eyes, they might as well just make a new game and make more money. Right? 90 damage. Love to see it, don't you? Is there a guy here? Even if I shoot first, I think I still lose. With this gun. Even if I get the first shots on. Dude, there's no way. The God of War trilogy remaster? Well, it depends. If they actually remake it, which I don't think they're doing. Oh no, to be fair, those are described as remakes, not remasters. There is a difference. If it's a remaster, it means that they've just updated the audio and the textures and shit. If it's a remake, that implies that they are going to take the original and change it significantly. Oh my god, this gun. This gun, bro. And then just 3-shot by an SG. Yeah, if they say it's a remake, then I think they are actually going to remake it. So I think that actually does change things a little bit. Is there any actually... I don't think you can't make this gun better, can you? Until you get synthetic rounds. And even then, we are a long way away, man. Oh god. Thermal? No, I mean, I'm not having an issue seeing the enemies. I'm having an issue killing them once I see them. No one's defusing that? Really? No one tried to defuse that? Wasn't expecting that. Okay, bro. I am gonna get pushed. I can hear them. They're pushing directly into our spawn.
I got you! You're a lifesaver!
Oh, this gun. It is a painful experience. Okay. Oh wait, I guess I could use a sniper and an AK-205 if I really want. Maybe I could do that. I mean, how am I going to kill this guy even if he peeks me? It's going to be a small issue. I mean, we're dead. Yep. What guns would you say to level up? Anything that was mentioned in the assault rifle. So the B36, the M433, the L85, and there was another one. They're massively improving. They're massively improving the assault rifles. To be fair, we've only lost 10 tickets or something. Oh no, because it's 100. They're changing the engineer class icon. Yeah, they are. Yeah. Okay, we need to spawn on this side. My goodness, 2 kills with the AK-205, unheard of. Of course there's an enemy there when my teammates are looking right at him right there and they didn't shoot anyone else except me. What the fuck? I think we got it though. Come on, bros. Come on, user 251145. Very nice. Nice.
Thanks, soldier.
Unfortunately, I'm still being shot at. Even though I'm literally behind 8 walls, somehow I'm still being shot at. Who's BF6 competition? Call of Duty. Call of Duty just did their roadmap for their Black Ops 7. And as a meme, they talked about how much more content they had. But of course, they're prepared for that. Oh. There's an enemy in here. Any reses? Nice.
Thanks for that. Taking med supply.
Evolved explosives in Alpha.
So yeah, the only things to consider is that War Dogs is also looking like it's going to be a bit of a Battlefield competitor, but not like the gameplay is very different, by the way. The gameplay is very different in War Dogs. It's way more tactical, way less arcadey. So, whilst it's a competitor, it's going to attract a very different audience, in my opinion. I swear the bullets of this gun just miss. And it's not even a skill issue, I feel. I fear. No. They're above me. I mean, GG's.
Explosives on Bravo.
War Dog's going to attract 33 clan players stacked to steamroll the other two sides. That is my issue, yeah. I am concerned that if you're going to have third-party servers in War Dogs, what is stopping a badmin from just literally allowing their team to just farm the other two? I mean, I know that they're going to probably have something in place to stop that from happening, but on such a big scale, how do you stop that from happening? Because if you didn't know, if you didn't know about War Dogs, it has a global economy, right? Literally like Tarkov, but you can. It's a weird one because you can manipulate the global economy if you own a server, surely. There's definitely things you could do to give yourself and your friends an advantage if you're the owner of the server. Even as far as to say, just banning anyone who's good on the other teams until there's only good people on your team left. You know what I mean? I mean, as I said, they say that they want to discuss it with me, how that's not possible, but I don't see how it isn't not possible. But the thing is, I really like the game. I'm not shitting on the game. I think War Dogs looks insane. I mean, my live stream is literally titled War Dogs looks amazing, which it does. I'm just a little concerned about the manipulation of the economy, dude. Oh, well played, man. Spawn. I guess we'll just spawn back here. My team are always in the worst, or my squad are always in the worst position every time, without fail. Now, are they waiting around the corner for me? Because I think they are. Because why was that thing there? The defusing team. These guys, man. Close. Steps close. Did he run away? I don't even know where he went. What I don't understand is that with previous games, you played games with thousands of hours out updates. Yeah? You did, but that's because there wasn't anything better at the time. There's much more variety and availability of other products now. For instance, people played Snake on their phones for hours. Maybe they still do. I mean, let's give it a better example. People played... think of old games that no one would play anymore, but they played back then because that's all they had. You know what I mean? The market's changed. AK-205 at close range? Oh, yeah, dude. Well, I mean... Maybe I should take an AK-205 and a carbine as a secondary. So I can actually fight at close range. I mean, the AK-205... Not even just at close range. The AK-205. Yikes. I mean, I'm gonna... If someone peeks this with a DRS or any other decent assault rifle, I'm dead. It'll make a difference. Let's just push here. He died? So, how did he die? How do I almost lose that? Oh god. I got stuck on nothing. Boy, 60 damage. Ugh, hit him with 3 bullets. Does this have half the TTK of the SG? If you think about that range. Because I feel like that range there would have been SG 3-shot kill range there. No? Why am I on fire? 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 What just set me on fire? What the fuck was that?
Take out any remaining hostiles.
Oh no, I need to get rid of this. We're gonna use. This is gonna be. Oh, I guess we could use a shotgun actually. There we go. Now we got an interesting setup for close range. Oh, or maybe we could use. No, I know what we can do. I know what we can do. We can use the old M87 shotgun. The M87 shotgun's an insane close range sniper.
We are moving on final sector. Target the objectives and finish this.
Get ready for that DB12 buff. Yeah, that's why I'm not using it now, because I can unlock it later. Maybe once it's actually decent. Maybe it will actually be decent. Sheesh. This is a slug Saiga, by the way, if you're wondering what the hell I'm doing. It's not very good, but it is funny. Or maybe I should actually use the AK-205 for this range. That might make sense. Get some more health. I fucking love this game. Why did his feet just stop taking damage? Doesn't make any sense. Right, let's put on the leather. You'll like this. Really? Okay, sure. Please take damage, please! For God's sake! It's just refusing to take damage. It just does not. They just don't want to. There we go. Finally, holy shit. Jesus Christ, man. We still don't have health regen yet either. That's my problem. What is this? It's still in this, in here, I think. Why are you all here? This is so... What are you doing? What, why have the rest of our team not pushed around as well? If half the defending team is up on this ridge, why is the rest of our team not pushed around? What's going on? What's holding them back? There you go. Where's the rest of them?
Let's go.
Here's spare ammo.
I can hear them behind this wall. You can hear them right now. Wow, there's no way. That was crazy behind the wall. Was it not? Jesus Christ, man. Where is this guy? I think we can one-shot headshot him if he peeks. Our team just fell apart like a large cake? Now there's no one. What is going on? The 205 doesn't seem so bad after all. Oh, it's pretty bad, dude. Double the TTK of the SG. We mad. Double the TTK of the SG. You gotta be kidding me. The fuck just happened? 3-shot kill. Yeah, we're using the worst gun in the game, Regman. What can we do? We can't outbeam anyone. It's like double TTK. Maybe the synthetic rounds will make a difference, but I don't know, man. I need my health regen too. It feels like I'm... Feels like I'm playing with like a weird new weapon that doesn't work properly. I hear them all. So many down here. Where's he gone? He went this way. 3 rounds left in the shotgun. Can we get to A without dying? 2, 3. That's the guy. That guy on the floor? No, it's a dead guy. Was it a guy? Lovely. Good. Lovely. No one here? Any teammates want to help? I guess I'll go for it. Why is no one helping? That didn't do... Oh, what the fuck? Didn't do any damage? I don't understand. Why is no one else going for the objective, dude? By the way, I don't know how I did no damage to that guy under the car with the grenade launcher. This team has absolutely 0 brain cells. Look at them. They're all like setting up but not pushing the objective. It doesn't make sense, guys. There was no one on the objective. We could have just armed it. Apart from the slug. What are we waiting for, bro? I don't get it. Right, you going for A? Anyone actually arming? You smoked it. We smoked it. Are we going to arm it? Jesus Christ. This pump is broken. The sniper shot is good, yeah. But it makes up for the AK-205. Wow, this is great work, guys. All right, now that we're probably going to lose, let me just do some teammate gameplay. Ready? Let me spawn on one of these guys, and I'll just do some teamplay. I'll just show you what they're doing. Ready? This is what they're doing. Ready? Oh, we lost. What the fuck, man? We didn't even push it, and we lost. What the hell? I was standing behind that wall for 5 minutes, and we didn't push. And then we lost. What? And I was aiming and, like, looking around, and nothing. Like, the objective just didn't arm itself. I just don't get it. I don't really understand. Like, we were in a big circle around the objective. We basically held all the spawns. It's just nothing happened. It's so weird. What the fuck? I don't know what they're waiting for. We did gain at least some levels on our guns. It just drives me mad. It's like, what are you? You're just sitting there waiting for nothing. Nothing's gonna happen. whatever. Is the update live yet? No. The update doesn't go live until Tuesday. It's Tuesday, isn't it? Yeah. So Sunday's the 15th, Monday's the 16th, Tuesday's the 17th, yeah. Who knows? Maybe we'll get some gameplay to show you at some point. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Is 50 Mbps upload good for streaming? Yeah. I actually only use 30 Mbps. And I stream to YouTube and Twitch. So it's actually, yeah, I don't use too much. I think it's pretty good quality, I reckon. They're all waiting for someone else to do it. Yeah, but it's funny. Obviously, no one's watching them, so they can get away with it. Except me, I'm watching them. But like, if I was to just sit in the spot, unless it was like truly like we're getting battered, right? Then you're like, fine. Do you know what I mean? Fine. Okay, our team's getting smashed into the spawn, right? But this is what they're doing. This is what my team was doing last round. Okay, completely safe and clear? Great. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. This is like, there's nothing going on. Just go. Like, it's completely clear. There's no one in the objective. Like, just go for it, bro. This is why I use the grenade launcher as well, by the way. Because if I don't, do well. Will I stream Reanimal? Probably not, no. It's not really my kind of game. I already watched someone play it, actually, anyway. Would you rather have to fight a chicken to death every single time you get out of the car for the rest of your life, or once a year have to fight a male baboon but you get a sword? I think I'm going to go for the option that provides free chicken. I don't see a downside there. Oh look, we got a guy just camping the roof of that building. Lovely. Okay, we are trying to snipe snipers with a shotgun. That might not be the best choice. To be fair. They're mortaring us as well. Interesting. I guess that is an option. Ah. Okay. I need health regen. Do I prefer rush or breakthrough? I prefer rush. Because... Look, wait, hang on. Is this guy... That guy is using a sniper at least. Are these guys both using snipers? They're quite far. They're further. Okay, they're literally. There's two snipers, by the way, just fighting one guy on the roof, and that's the only person they're focusing on. You see how that might be an issue? Maybe. Do you see how that might maybe be an issue? If we've got two players focusing on a guy that only peeks once every 30 seconds. That's the wrong gun. I was supposed to pull out the... I was supposed to pull out the other gun. There is another guy, I'm pretty sure, behind that. Because I've not shot him yet. Okay, are they going to bother defending, or... Are we kind of good? That guy's still on the digger somewhere? I mean, I guess we push. How much better the shotgun? Good. By the way, there was a teammate right next to him that could have killed him way quicker, but it's fine. We got it. Remember, both of our teams have some, what's the word? Liabilities, right? We got There's an enemy mortar player who's basically not really helping that much, so... You know, you can take that with a grain of salt. Yeah, I think I'd get killed. There's a chance of dying against a male baboon, but the chance of getting killed by a chicken, it's not less than 0.
Hang on, I got you.
Basically, I knew as long as I could make him miss once, I could get the res.
Objective Alpha. We need a tactical on the marked objective.
I was gonna say, how did you sneak up there? That's actually crazy. Oh, they're on the roof. That's where they are. They're on the roof, dude. That's why they haven't defended it. They're just sitting on the roof. When are they gonna learn that that doesn't help? Unless they actually jump off the roof and jump down onto the objectives. They love doing it, but they never actually do the thing that's required to defend it. Okay. So there. The problem is I have to watch so many more angles now because they're sitting out there. We need smokes. I think that's going to be an important aspect of getting to B. There's a guy in here as well. We will need smokes at some point to get across. The health regen is killing me. Please. That was a good slide though, I gotta give it to him. The health regen did fuck me heavily. This is the problem with playing Assault, is if you don't get enough perk points to get your health regen, you're kind of stuck. I do have my health regen. It just took too long. Right. We do need the medics to throw smokes.
Team, move!
But we don't have any? Do we have any medics? Because that's going to be the thing that allows us to push. There's that guy that just peeked out. He was right here somewhere. We need medics to throw smokes. Otherwise, it's going to be a very difficult push. And if they don't throw smokes, I don't know what to tell you. The fuck? Where'd that guy just go? I mean, god damn, we almost lost that fight just for using the AK-205. You get punished for using the AK-205. Nice slide. That was that one. We kind of knew you were going to do that though, didn't we? Right, can we get B now? Yeah, it's a bit of a tough one. Because they have people on the roof, so unless they smoke and stop them from peeking us, it's gonna be a rough time. You know what I mean? You see the issue? Where is the rest of my team? Where are they? Where are the rest of my team? We need a smoke. Get through the window? Yeah. Sure, man. I mean, that's one way of doing it. They actually got it on. That's sick. Now they're going to have to jump down from... They're already defusing that. Oh, no. Yeah, that's not looking good, bro. That's not looking good, bro. Are they nerfing the slides? Yeah. They're gonna nerf the slides.
Explosives armed and
Okay.
objective Bravo.
Now, the thing that's annoying is if I had a decent gun, I could probably defend a lot better. But I genuinely can't out DPS half the guys. They're defusing again. Oh shit, the bed.
Charges on objective Bravo have been disarmed.
That reload is so slow. Ow. Owie. And then health regen. That's the thing, you gotta push, otherwise the health regen comes back and gets me. So you gotta watch out for. I've only got one shot left, and this guy's support. What if I accidentally use his SCW to push? Is that illegal? Is that an illegal maneuver? Ugh. Isn't that crazy when you start using an SCW? Suddenly it becomes easier. As opposed to an AK-205, which has double the TTK. Literally double, not even kidding. Are you fucking kidding me? There's only so much I can do, man. Like, team? Any teammates? Any teammates, dude? In the game? I know. By the way, you see, we had to switch from the AK-205 to do anything there. There's no way you do any of that with the 205. Zero chance. They're trying. They were in the area. That's for sure. They were there. Am I grinding the AK or the SG? The AK. I mean, my shotgun's actually not high level either because I barely used it. But I'm trying to grind the AK to level 39 just to see if there's even a point to getting the synthetic rounds. Assault has 2 useless grenades? Oh, you mean like the stun grenade and the flash grenade? I thought you meant the HE, and I was like, brother, have you used the HE? My god. You're insane. Yeah, I love playing Rush, dude. Because I can at least try and make a difference if my team doesn't. You know, that's the difference. Mirror Valley? I don't think Operation Firestorm with a shotgun and an AK-205 would be not ideal, but we can try. Okay, we are on defense. Defense, and we're losing. How badly are we losing? Let's see. Guy's on 25 for 0, and he's probably in a vehicle. You know what, guys? You can have this one. You know what? You can have this one. This one's for you. You can have that one. That's a lobby for you. You can have that one. That's all yours. You can have that. Oh yeah, I watched the PlayStation State of Play the other day. That wasn't yesterday, was it? It was the day before, I think. Was it yesterday? When was PlayStation State of Play? this? Where are we? What is this? What the hell is this? I don't even know where I am. What a weird angle. It was the day before. Yeah. Did you guys see anything that was interesting? Personally, I mean, I literally got outbeamed by an SL9. I mean, what can I do? 4-loop game seems dead on arrival. What is it with these weird games where they're just, I don't know, it's like what market is that for? It was like it's another co-op team play shooter thing. Do I hear footsteps? They're on the roof, that's why. How can I hear him? Oh, that would have been so perfect if he was standing right there. I don't think he is. Oh no, he's not there. Sake. Just dodging men. Dude, the fact you can't win a fight with the AK-205 is insane. Are they defusing? I think they are. What the hell is going on? They didn't defuse that! This is my teammates, man. No one. There was no one on the objective. There was no one there. They didn't defuse it. It's crazy. Such an easy defuse there. Don't use the AK-205, but what if it's decent with synthetic rounds? We'll never know. The only reason we're using this is because we have double XP right now. I wouldn't dare use this without double XP. Same with the DB12. But they are buffing the DB12 for the next update. At least. Oh, the 007 game. Yeah, but the 007 game isn't necessarily related to PlayStation. The John Wick game. That sounded a bit mad, didn't it? I got my health back. Oh, if I headshot him then, oh my goodness. That would have been delicious. Probably peeks that again. Yeah, snipers. We're at such a disadvantage with this shotgun. But if we get him, oh my goodness. It'll be legendary. Headshot him again. And then we get shot by someone else. Need hollow points. No, you need the synthetics, I think. I mean, we're using literally the worst loadout, I think, for Operation Firestorm. All medium range-ish. Damn. Are we gonna res?
Need a medic!
No, no one's playing medic. Cool, cool, cool. This is fucking shocking. Great gameplay by this tank here, sitting on the edge of the map. I'm sure that's gonna be useful. It's a teammate one. Thank God they finally added an icon for the friendly... friendly whatever they're called. I can't remember what they're called. Recon drone. Right, we make it back right now. We're gonna make it back right now, dude. This is it. God, I hope our tank... No, our tank... Good, dude, get out. Get back in the spawn, dude. You're way too close to the front line with that tank, man. God, I hope he doesn't push any further. That would be... Fuck, dude. That might actually help. Dude, get that tank back in this... Dude, way too close to the enemies here. Needs to be way back here, man. What the fuck? Oh, dude, he's so... Oh, there. Thank God. Thank God. Into the uncap as well. Like, perfect. Dude, that was close, man. He almost played the objective there. Shit, man. Holy shit. I hope another pilot, like, takes over and just goes even further into the spawn, because that would be... He almost did something useful. That was... Dude, fuck. And we can't have that, dude. We cannot have that. You know, what if he actually like got into combat range, dude? That would be crazy. Yeah, we got 3 people on the roof, look. I've just seen them. They've got bloody motion sensors everywhere. That's how they know where we are.
Road drag!
Shut up. Their tank's like literally inside of us. Makes it a lot more difficult to do anything because he can just run up on us. Holy shit, we want to fight. We want a gunfight. Very nice arm, very good. Very nice, very good, very nice, yeah. I can maybe help my team here. I love that. Armed it, I think that was me. Yeah, I did get that arm. I hear footsteps, I think they're on the roof. Problem is they can just get behind it quite easily. Please, team, do anything. Just do anything. Any of you? No? No, no one else? Alright.
Our numbers are taking a hit.
Maybe if the tank gets out the spawn. To be fair, he's dead. He's now dead. And there's an IFV that I can do nothing about. Do they have an engineer? I'm going to go across to A and hope that there's less people camping there. Because they have B locked down now. The good thing about Assault is you can usually clear people out. No one defending A now, you see. So that's alright, isn't it?
Come on.
Sniper on the top. I mean, it's going to be difficult if the IFV gets an angle, which he has. But unfortunately, sitting in the IFV, but not actually pushing up. He's doing a great job of covering it, but he's not. No one's actually defusing it. You know? Now this IFV is going to hold us here. Did I hear footsteps like that? From here. Footsteps. They are in here. But I don't see where they've gone. They are here somewhere hiding. Okay. Sure, man. Did he kill both of us, or what happened to my squad mate? Okay. Sure. Would I try ACOG on the AK? What's the point? I can hit the shots. They're just not going to do enough damage. That's the thing. When are they going to change the Firestorm color thing? What do you mean? The aiming is not the problem. It's the damage when you actually hit them that's the problem. You see? Okay. So how do we deal with these people on the roof? Is my question. How do we deal with that? I can't even see this guy. Fuck me, dude. He was like perfectly behind the corner. This is better than BF7? Okay. It might be. Whether the player numbers reflect that, I don't know. Damn. Let's stare at the objective from afar. That'll work. I think it's GG. Do we not get a tank for the final objective? Is that the problem? Did we not get a tank for the final objective? Alright, yeah. Next map. That was not a good weapon combo for Operation Firestorm, but we kind of knew that. Battlefield. Maybe another Siege of Cairo if it's in. Now, if you use a sniper on Operation Firestorm, it goes crazy. Now, this map might be a good option. This could be a good option. Maybe. Have we unlocked anything useful for this gun? The only thing it's got going for it... Maybe a hand stop. The only thing it's got going for it is that it has low recoil. What if you did a 40 round fast? I don't know. That's pretty much it, really. The 30 point stubby? How would that help? Surely you don't want to be moving and shooting with it anyway. Or do you? Any new maps? Not yet. We're getting 2 new maps, but not at the same time. I don't really get what happened there, but we'll take it. We will take it. Now, I can get a nice angle on these guys as they peek over. Oh, come on. Thank you. You definitely don't want to be using the AK-205 when running around, that's for sure. What the fuck? These people are just waiting on corners and instantly getting me. The defuse. Bro! What are you doing? This guy was staring at the guy defusing and the guy managed to do a full 5-second defuse without him killing him. Wow. That's impressive. That's impressive. That's impressive that... Like, it's... What's the code again? Weaponized incompetence. Like, it's actually impressive how incompetent that was. It's crazy. The guy's there. He's not even moving. You know what I mean? The guy was literally in front of him, standing completely still. Some people are blind and deaf. He might be. We don't want to assume anything, but that I know that's true. There are some blind and deaf players, for sure. There are definitely some blind and deaf players. I have no idea what just happened. Are you still in combat? He's dead. He's gonna die. Yeah. Okay, we've not taken a single objective, so that's good. Have a BF player that plays without volume. Does he turn his monitor off as well? Damn, this is really fun. Bro is about to go for a revive as well, by the way. Whilst that guy is shooting us. Whoa! Oh, what the fuck, man? Ah, damn it. I have the thing where I just accidentally quit the game because there's no way my team's gonna win. Fuck. That's so rough, man. Because that could have been a really fun one. Ah, it was close. What bullets to unlock on the AK? Probably not the right ones. Guys, if we haven't taken one objective by 40 tickets in, I think it's over. Listen, I don't mind playing the game as long as the teams are somewhat balanced. And I can already say... So we get the 2 guys with 300 ping from China. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Sure, man. Don't worry, it's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll just play. We'll just play. We'll just play, dude. We'll just play. We'll just kill Milfan. How is that guy alive? How is he alive there?
Stay with me!
The enemy have nearly expended all reinforcements.
Come on!
As long as they're on my team. I know, but, you know. At least we're not going to die to them, right? That's the good news. I don't think anything triggers me more than dying to a player with 300 ping. Around the corner as well. Like, you know, that's definitely happened. I can hear footsteps. Is there a guy? Where is he? Found him. I thought there was another one. He was around that corner as well. Oh, we got the IFV. That's good. That's actually good. That guy's mad. Well, to be fair, he was camping. He was standing completely still. If he was even moving a slight amount. If he was moving even a tiny bit, he would have survived. But he was very stationary. I think there is... Oh, they're on A right now. Whoa! And there's people on this corner here. Pushing now. We cannot get shit. Maybe our medic can. Because I'm pretty sure he's going to get beamed in about 5 seconds. Yeah. I did say. That's why we couldn't get shit. I did say that was the problem. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's a guy there. Okay. I didn't check that corner. To be fair, I think they still lose because they haven't got the second objective. My thing is if I peek that corner, he's not shot at me straight away. It's usually clear, but I think it's GG anyway. Because you think they'd shoot you in the back straight away, but they wait. I don't know what they wait for. You tried to play red sec duos, but the player count didn't get over 30. That is a problem. Are people able to play full normal red sec matches? I thought they had enough players. The game isn't dead long. I never said that. Mirak Valley. That's going to go well. Mirak Valley defense. It really depends on who's on the defending team.
Hostiles are targeting our comms units. They must be protected.
Do you think the gameplay released today is going to be good? We've already seen gameplay. We've already seen it. What's my favorite map? Cairo. Cairo is probably the favorite. Oh, that's a 3-shot kill at that range. Bit higher. Miss. We are really... Okay, you know what? Maybe we should go mini scout AK-205 for this map. Trying to snipe people for 3-shot kills is probably not gonna work, is it? I don't know how he didn't kill me, but alright. We need to... I think we have to go mini... I mean, the 2 tanks are just dominating both objectives, dude. Okay. Alright. I mean, what can I do here? Isn't this a good distance for the 205? No, no distance is good for the 205. Because arguably, the 205 is just a worse assault rifle. So let's do... Look, let's do sniper rifle mini scout with a secondary 205, but even then, it's a struggle. Sylph, thank you very much for the 5, dude. Thank you. The 205 is a bit of a meme. Yeah, but if you know, might as well try and unlock this stuff. Just in case there's a chance that it's not terrible. You know? Looking forward to having a VCR and VHS player again? Exactly, dude. I think the only way you win with the 205 is you catch them with their pants down and you hit twice as many shots as you would with any other gun. And then you win the fight. Easy. I don't see a problem with that. Are there vehicles on all rush maps? No. And also, the problem is with the rush versions is they can keep them between rounds. And that's where it gets annoying because they can stack the vehicles between the rounds. Sometimes. And that cannot be fun. Oh, for fuck's sake. Any other gun, by the way, that would have killed him. Any other gun would have killed him. Fuck's sake, dude, this gun's so bad. Ugh. Like double TTK challenge. Can it at least have like really good hip fire or something? It's like bringing an airsoft gun to a war zone. Yeah. Like, could they at least have something going for it? Like, it's like pinpoint accurate hip fire or something. Even then, it still wouldn't be that good. Damn, this is a close one.
Thank you.
Oof. You know what? Where is he? Where are you? 90 damage, there's no way. You genuinely can't win a fight with this fucking gun, dude. It's insane. Ugh. It's so painful. It's just pain. Pure, unadulterated pain. Good to practice, what's it called with though, isn't it? Oh my god! It's so painful. It's good to practice, what's the word I'm looking for? It's good to practice tracking, because you have to hit so many shots. Stop using it at its worst distances then. Okay, what's its best distance? Oh, wait. It's still bad, even at mid-range. That's the problem. Yeah, if you want to practice tracking, it's literally like an aim trainer. Yeah. It's best used when shoved directly into the enemy's rectum. I think I'm not kidding. You still lose. You still lose that fight, even when it's shoved directly into their rectum. This is the problem. That's still a loss. Oh, for fuck's sake. I mean, the team is just falling apart as well, which doesn't help. Enjoying the tanks role in the game? Yes, they balanced that very well. They did a great job of balancing vehicles by just throwing them at the attacking team until they win. Excellent work, gentlemen. Sniper and AK is a loadout of all time? Hell yeah. Man, I hope the vehicles roll in and just kill us all. Oh my god, it might actually happen. My dream! The mini scout do be slapping still though, at least. They armed that, dude. There's no way. Thank you. Hopefully they get overzealous pushing here. Ideally. Ideally they get a little bit too full of themselves there. That vehicle's just gonna ruin my life, brother. I've got to pull back again before they kill us with the vehicle up. We're probably going for arming B right now whilst we're all distracted at A, and we're gonna lose A anyway. Look, they're going for it right now. There's too much smoke and clutter on the stream. Well, no, I think,
Gonna make it! Hold on!
well, I mean, yeah, I'd go for the. Well, I would go for the disarm first, but yeah, that's good. I can't stand up. And then this guy, he's gonna peek eventually. Why is it not arming? You see that? It didn't arm. By the way, the only reason that blew up, I think, is because my teammate ran over it. Do you see it going like it was like starting the animation and then just stopped? I don't really know what happened there. Right, can we hold this? There's a chance. Have we destroyed at least one of their vehicles? Because that will help quite a lot. If we have. If we've destroyed at least one of their vehicles, that should be a lot more fun than not. If they have two vehicles, it's over. If they only have one, it's possible. It's plausible. You just fired a smoke grenade at me. I think that's one of them. My teammate got me killed for sure. Well, the worst thing is they almost... What's it called? They almost... Oh, they're arming it. Oh, my God. We almost lost the game right there because my teammate ran over a claymore. Like, how is that helpful? Get him once. I mean, I'm going to try and clear out the guys on the left, or the right, sorry.
Go, go, go!
I mean... You got one. Well, GG's. Do I like the SVK? Yeah, the SVK is sick. It's actually really good. In fact, I could go SVK AK205. That wouldn't be crazy. SVK 205 would not be the craziest thing I've ever thought of. How's double XP? I mean, we've only leveled up the AK205 about 5 levels with double XP on, so not great. But that's mainly because if we are using the AK205, I have to use another gun with it. Because it's that bad. So we're using the AK205 less than for how much we probably should. Can you pop an XP booster? I don't have any left. What's my top 3 favorite Battlefield titles? BF4, BF1, Bad Company 2. Yeah, I don't think I have. Look, do I have any? Oh, I do actually have a 2 XP. I do have a 60-minute, but I feel like I'd have to... What would be actually a good map to use the AK205 on?
On enemy comms. Prep charges and move out.
I have no idea. What is a good map to use the 205 on? Is my question. The practice range. Against dummies that don't shoot back. There's no fucking way I just lost that. That is unbelievable. Oh, God. Sniped in the chest, 2 hits with the AK-205, and he kills me. That's fucking insanity. Unbelievable.
Good fucking shot!
My team's actually good though. Let's go. Or maybe just unbalanced. I don't know. Maybe my team's just unbalanced. Oh my god, we got him. Is the update still not on? No, we're not getting the update till Tuesday. Tuesday? We're not getting the update till Tuesday. Bro, give me the angle. It's my angle, mate. I've got the sniper. What have you got? I hear footsteps close right. There's a guy on this right. Yeah, see, if I push him with the AK-205, I know I'm going to lose, so I just can't. You know what I mean? I'm not allowed to peek this guy. Where is he? He is here somewhere, I think. I heard the footsteps. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I heard a guy up here, no? I swear there was a guy there. Aww. Actually, I can just peek him with this. Thank God. 3 hits with the AK-205 after a snipe. That's, I think, genuinely, imagine Imagine that the AK-205 is an SG with half the amount of damage. Is that a good, Is that a good... Great res. Why would you... What are you doing? Why would you res that? Damn, that guy just got fucking beamed. Gonna get out my defibs and let him instantly die again. What the fuck? And then get us both killed. What the hell? At least he defib. True. Okay, someone got on the IFV. Oh my goodness, we got a kill with the AK-205. By the way, I think you actually get more points for your gun if you do objectives whilst holding the gun that you want to level up. I could be wrong about that though. This is actually a hard one to push though, if you've done this one before. Because they can hold the spawn very easily. How do I lose that? There's no way! My gun was literally on him for the entire 20 seconds he was speaking. What is going on, man? What do you mean? I didn't miss. Jesus Christ. He's dead. The gun that was built to lose. Why are you waiting there? Oh, you god, you little fucking creep. Right, can I get a res? No? Medics? What are you waiting for? Oh, yeah, I'll just respawn. Where are they sniping from? Where are they? What do you think about the SOR from Season 1? It's like an SG, but it fires way slower. You see the problem? Basically, anything in this game that has a slow rate of fire is usually considered bad. No, literally not going to get the kill because I can't. There we go. Might as well pull the revolver out. Oh god. Now there's one more hiding here probably. Let's just get the old grenade launcher out. They are holding the corners. Why does that guy look like he's alive? The guy that's on the floor right there. Why does he look like he's alive? Is that guy hiding here? Just making sure. Footsteps to my right. Oh my god, we actually got a kill. Do I actually maybe have to aim for the head? Would that actually kill them faster? I don't know. There's a chance. Oh, I will be honest, I'm actually not very good at aiming for the head with automatic weapons. You know how like people that play a lot of CS, they're way better at aiming at the head specifically to get more damage. I never do that. Because it's just too risky for me. It's only like extra 3 damage for headshots with this gun. Great. Hopefully we've got rid of all the raticuses before we run in here. I always aim center mass. Well, same. Because in Battlefield, I feel like the headshot damage is never significant enough to bother. In close quarters, AK-205, are we mad? Any enemies? I... Oh, there is... I think there is a way to do that, but I've just done it wrong. Why do I hear... Do I hear an EOD bot? I do hear an EOD bot. What the fuck is going on? Why is there a guy there? Are they gonna get the defuse? So you finally get headshot damage with the synthetic rounds, which they put at level 39 as some sort of sick joke. Oh, for fuck's sake! Where were you, like, when I was just sitting around doing nothing?
Take what you can carry.
There was a guy that shot me from back here. There you go. I'm just sitting around waiting. Oh, wait, hang on. There you go. Now I can shoot him. What? It's because I shot too early. Ugh. What? I was gonna say, bro. No way. The old grenade launcher out. Put it into the car. They got a trophy system, of course. I think we can do this as long as... I need as many kills as possible with the AK-205 without resorting to using a mini scout, which shouldn't even be the weapon I use at closer ranges. Damage, criminal. Alright. Whoa! Why? What just set me on fire? This plant pot? What the fuck is going on with this game? What is that? Nothing makes any sense. Oh, we've lost our IFV. Actually, it's not lost. It's just no one's repairing it. But it doesn't make sense that no one's repairing it. It should be pretty easy to repair, but it's literally sitting there on like 1 health. Someone could spit on it and it would explode. Oh, no headshot. There you go, got it. Holy shit, dude. We need that clipped right now. We did miss 1 headshot, though. Sadly. Okay, that's the clip. Wrap it up. No scope on the headshot? Holy shit. It's not over. Only headshots. No scope on the next guy, because I think they're going to be close enough for that. Right here. Who just... How... Isn't it crazy that the mini scout genuinely is better than the AK-205? Isn't that crazy? There you go. Right, clip it. Actually, in fact, you know what we need? We need a YouTube clip because those ones actually like 1440p. Not a real player with the £6. Please carry more Shat team for our entertainment. To be honest, to be fair, this team's actually pretty good, but a lot of the time, that usually happens. But I am trying my best. Thank you very much for the £6, by the way. Thank you. I mean, in theory, if I was really annoyed, I could type things in the chat and say, like, oh, guys, we need to push up now. What are we doing? We need to push now. Come on, push, team. But honestly, I don't know how much difference that makes. You know? I just kind of shout into the void and hope that they hear me through telekinesis. But thank you very much. Not a real player for the 6 quid. Appreciate it. Thank you. This is why I try and explain. This is why I try and explain why I play Rush, because if I was to go and play Breakthrough right now, there is zero chance if my team isn't pushing that I can make a difference at all. Like I could kill every single player on the team, and if my team doesn't push, we lose. Whereas on Rush, you know, even if I just get a slight opening, it at least gives my team the opportunity to start playing. Do you know what I mean? If I happen to get like a cheeky arm on it, and my team is somewhat, you know, conscious, then you can kind of get in there and actually do something, you know? But thanks, dude. But yeah, what usually happens is, on Breakthrough, is you could do everything. You could slay the entire team, and then you would just be knocked down by someone trying to capture the objective anyway. It does say that there's a guy there, weirdly. Right. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to get in there.
Throwing frag!
No. I think I'm dead. Maybe not. Is there more up here? No more enemies? Whew. You got a W for Valentine's Day and 22 PM. Nice, dude. I just tanked the fire somehow. I think I was between the two things of fire, so it was all right. But yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Thoughts on the upcoming movement changes? If I'm honest, most people are probably not going to feel it. If it's 25%, most players aren't going to feel it. If you're someone who's a movement king, then you're going to feel it. If you use a lot of the jump slides and stuff, I think that it's going to affect the velocity. But I honestly can't really understand what they're trying to say with that wording. It's so vague. The impulse slide length. Impulse slide length. I don't know what that means. I genuinely... The impulse slide... Like, are they saying... Why do they say it in that words and not, like, the slide acceleration over time or something? I don't know what that means. Impulse slide length. No. It sounds like they're just trying to hide exactly what they're saying by putting it behind abstract words that are kind of like, you know, I'm like, impulse slide length? Well, we don't know what that means. I'm scared that it's going to be slower. Maybe. Maybe that is it, yeah. Nice spare account. Good. It's talk that you can't break down until you basically get your hands on with it, so you can't complain because you don't know what it means. But I think what they're trying to say is they're slowing the acceleration of the slide. I think that's what they're trying to say. I'm just not, in other words. No, the game is not near full death. This is the thing I really need to squash. Like, at the end of the day, the game is still the most alive Battlefield game we've ever had since BF1. Even, in fact, more than BF1. Maybe not as much as BF4 or BF3 in terms of player retention. And I will give you that, because I think, if I remember correctly, BF3 and BF4 felt like they had huge player bases like 1 to 2 years after launch. But arguably, since BF1, Battlefield 6 probably has the best player retention since Battlefield 4. Bro, the game needs huge improvements. That's got nothing to do with calling it dead. It does need huge improvements, I agree. It's not dead, though. BF4 had community servers. Yeah. Well, I mean, they're supposed to have community servers. How? Look at the player numbers. It's still... There's still more players playing Battlefield 6 than there was even for like BF1, which is one of the best Battlefields since Battlefield 3 and 4, right? That's what I'm saying. Battlefield 2042 had 2,000 players by this point. That was dead. Mr. Natani, thank you for the 28 months. Thank you.
Enemy communications terminals are marked. All targets must be destroyed.
95% dropped out of BF6. Yeah, and it still has 10 times the players 2042 had. It's not dead, bro. I guess it's what your definition of dead is. The game has players. It's not dead yet. And a significant amount, too. Probably like... If it's just Steam numbers you're going off, 44k, it probably means there's like 20k on each console as well, right? If I had to guess, but that is spitballing and assuming.
We have armed explosives on objective Bravo.
Okay, we finally get our spawn. Anyway, every Battlefield game loses 9% of its players, even the good ones.
Gadget on objective Bravo have been disarmed.
War on console. No, I think actually Battlefield has a bigger PC player base. Just like has legs through the wall. I think Battlefield 6 actually has a bigger PC audience than console for like the first time ever. That was actually crazy. Oh my god, we want to fight at close range with the AK-205. It's unheard of. Holy shit, dude. Dude, this is insane AK-205 gameplay. Ruined by an incendiary. They got defused. Holy shit, we're winning close quarters fights. What is going on? I can hear people reviving. Is that my team? What's up with the fire in this game? Honestly, don't get me started on the fire. Dude, seriously? No one's gonna stop this. Okay, they didn't defuse it as well. I'm so confused. There was no one defending it, but there was also... They also didn't defuse it, which is insane. We don't really know what happened there. But again, it goes both ways. Sometimes both your team and the enemy team is lost. It happens. What the hell? Are these guys real? I've never seen that many players stand still for that. I'll take it though. I promise you this isn't the campaign. And no, they're not. They're not actually bots, funny enough. They're not actually bots. They are real players. Because otherwise they have bot next to their name. But they did all stand very still and let me basically clip them for no reason. I need a clip on that as well. Bloody hell, man. No, come on. They all stood still. That wasn't even that crazy. They all just stood still for some reason. Yes, dude. Oh, got the mine kill. Wait. Oh, shit. We've already taken that objective, I see. The fact that we're getting kills with the AK-205 does tell me something, though. Paid axes, yes. That's right. Right, we need we need some clips right there, dude. Holy shit. VPN servers, I wish. I don't think it works like that on this game. If anything, if you VPN, you're just going to end up in a server with actual bots. If you try and go for low pot servers. No, it doesn't. Well, no, I mean, like, that's the thing with this game. This game doesn't have any kind of, like... Whoa! Dude, we are struggling to push this last objective. The game has SPMM? Yeah, a little bit. But nowhere near as bad as Call of Duty. But that's not necessarily crazy, is it? Oh, come on. The guy's right there, please! But no, I mean, to be fair, in the grand scheme of things, I understand why people have that opinion that the game's dead. Because even I've made a video about the fact that it's gone from 700,000 players to 50,000, right? But you have to understand, in relation to every other game, it's actually pretty decent. This is just the cycle. Mechascopic, thank you for the 51 months, dude. Thank you. I am on fire. Holy shit. Actually, I think I know why. That's an SG. That's the only guy that's killed me, even. We also got Yabo Jobbles. Love your content. You inspired me to start streaming. Thank you. Hopefully you don't have the same internet issues. Yeah, dude. Streaming is fun. As long as you have fun playing the games that you're streaming, for sure. And you're not using an AK-205. Oh my god, we actually did it. Favorite single-player game ever? If we're talking about older games, is it really boring if I say Half-Life? Half-Life 2. But if we're talking newer games, I would say that Hitman is one of the best single-player experiences with replayability that you can ever play. Hitman, I would argue, has one of the craziest gameplay loops. And it's so good. The AI is insane. The storytelling's the same. So fucking good. If you haven't played, in fact, I think is Hitman on Game Pass? I think it might be. If you haven't tried it, play through all the missions and then play the what's it called mode, the roguelike mode. Oh my god, it's so good. It's like unbelievably addictive. Have I ever played with Matimio? Yeah, Matimio is a fucking legend, Brad. Freelancer mode. Oh, dude. If you're into shooters and you're into stealth games, unmatched. Now we actually did some Hitman World of Assassination streams. That's exactly what we did. We did do that. They're not as fun to watch, I think, as multiplayer for sure. So, but we did loads of freelancer streams when that came out. So good. Titanfall 2 as well was really good. Very, very good. Titanfall 2. In terms of, I think Titanfall 2 was my second favorite. Am I excited for the new 007 game? Yeah, but I feel like people are going to think that the new 007 game is going to be almost like a Hitman game, but I think it's going to be way more linear. So I'm a little bit worried that I might not like it as much. I feel like it's going to be super like on rails compared to Hitman. And that's what I'm concerned about, is it's going to feel like, you know, their specialty is making it feel like you can do anything in any order, whereas I feel like the 007 game looks like it's going to be a traditional linear experience, which is fine if they pull it off, you know. It just feels like it's not going to be as dynamic, you know. The GoldenEye story, yeah, GoldenEye's alright. In fact, I played it on... You can play it on a remastered version on Xbox, I think. So we're going to get through this. John Wick game as well, yeah, I've seen that. John Wick game looks kind of good. But again, a bit more, again, way more linear than Hitman. So replayability is going to be an issue, maybe? Oh my god. Drop an egg. Lord. Need a new Max Payne game. I've never played Max Payne. Never played that. Time Splitters 2. Time Splitters 2 was good as a, what's it called? I like the arcade multiplayer. I didn't like the story of Time Splitters 2 is a bit, it's alright. In fact, if I remember correctly, I couldn't get past the 3rd level. Maybe that's why I didn't like it that much. There's a mission in the Japan and the Tokyo level, and I couldn't work out how to get past that level. So maybe that's my problem. Are they bringing out a new Time Splitters or something, or a remake or something? I think they are. Something like that. Rockstar are having rare remastered Max Payne games. Great, I'll play them when they come out. 11 damage with an AK-205. That is something. That is certainly something. Did I play Hearts of Iron 4 or Bannerlord? Yeah, I played Mountain Blade. I played Mountain Blade. That one's alright. But I feel like even back then, the mechanics for Mountain Blade are a bit scuffed. The fact that you can go into a battle and just instantly die to one arrow out of literally nowhere. And some of the melee mechanics. Because it's truly based on, like, physics, isn't it? I mean, we're never getting out of this spawn, are we? How are we going to make a push here? I think we have to go, like, all the way around to the right. Otherwise, it's just death. A waste of time. All to the right, sorry. But we have to go all the way this way, otherwise we're never going to get out of spawn. You always turn the player damage down to 50%. Yeah. Okay, is he peeking me, or... I don't know if he just disappeared. Holy shit, man. This map's hard for attackers. Sometimes. I can kill all these guys down here now, though. Holy shit. We are cooking. Health regen back up. Maybe take out a few more of them if they're standing still. We got shot from the right. Dude, there's two teammates sitting next to him. What are we fucking doing, man? What are they waiting for? You waiting for him to kill me? Am I using synthetic rounds? No, I'm trying to unlock the synthetic rounds. Team! Please! What are we waiting? What is going on here?
Get over here. Take what you can.
My repeat.
This is my position.
No. 11 tickets left. We're dead.
We have minimal soldiers left.
My team are leaving. There's only 10 of us. I bought a console just for GTA 6. Yeah, I did. And then it sat in a. I've literally had it in a box. But it's behind me. It's behind me right now in a box, just sitting under my desk. I mean, that's GG. Is there any point in spawning? No, there isn't. What a good investment. Well, I mean, most of the games that come out on PC. And sometimes I do some PlayStation 5 streams when there's a game that only comes out on PS5, like I did with the Ghosts of Yotei. I do. Yeah, Ghosts of Yotei, absolute banger game, and they've just done an update for it as well. Oh, should we try No, that's a mistake. I was like, oh, should we try single fire AK-205? And then I realized that was a horrible mistake. And we shouldn't do that. If you strictly want to level guns during double XP weapon weekend, am I better off in the CQC modes? Honestly, you're probably better off in casual breakthrough, right? Is that arguably where you could get the most leveling done, or do they limit the amount of leveling you can get? I don't know. Yeah, thanks, Apple. I appreciate that. Oh no, that's fine. No, Fortitude. I mean, at the end of the day, I've read your message, but obviously I didn't read it out. But basically, Fortitude's saying, I don't want to come in here with bad vibes, but why is the content being let down compared to BF3 and BF4? The entire community sentiment right now is that the Season 2 update isn't enough. So you can completely understand where you're coming from. And I agree for the most part. Right? It's 2 maps for Season 2. There's a huge gap between the first map and the second map. Half of the stuff is just being drip-fed for no reason. We definitely thought this time it would be different with the amount of investment because of how much they made from the launch of Battlefield 6. We thought that was going to be different, but unfortunately, it does feel very similar. So yeah, I completely understand where you're coming from. Casual breakthrough might be an option. I'll try both. Yeah. I had high hopes. We all did, man. We all did. And again, I also need to reiterate that this is still better than every launch since BF1 as well. It's, you know, it goes both ways. As much as it is BS, it is still also the best we've had since that. But it's still not. It's still like, if their goal was to compete with Call of Duty, I think they failed at that. Right? They won in the first half, and then they're slowly letting them win it back, and they're not getting that message through. Let's put it that way. Like, yeah, sure, you've beaten COD in the launch, but now somehow they're clawing their way back when there shouldn't have been a chance. Oh, great. SG, lovely. And as I've said earlier, that if you did miss it, My biggest frustration is that making new maps is hard. Yep. Agreed. Tick. They're already probably they're probably doing a lot of work, even though, you know, a lot of people would probably not see it that way, but they probably are. Like, the devs are not sitting on their asses, like, waiting around, as much as you'd like to think that. But there are definitely things they could do in, like, record time that they haven't done. Like, taking the RedSec map and making an official Portal version of the RedSec map. They've not done that. We don't know why. 99 damage. One shot chest shot and then 2 hits with the AK-205 isn't a kill. That's crazy. There are definitely things they could do that they're not doing, I think is the takeaway from that. You know? I mean, it's GG. We're running back to the spawn. I have high hopes with Season 3. So the thing is yeah, the ideal situation is they finally lock in for Season 3, but the momentum's gone. That's the sad part. I think everyone knows it doesn't matter what they do now, right? The momentum is gone, and they did have an opportunity to do more. And now it's kind of like, even if they come out with a 4-map Season 3, it's like, yeah, but bro. You know? It's just a shame. That's all it is. What is the ideal FOV in your opinion? I mean, I like 112. That's what I've found to be the sweet spot for me. What are the details? We're getting 1 map on the launch day. We're getting 1 map a month later. We're getting 3 weapons on launch. We're getting 3 or 4 limited time modes across the season, lasting 2 months. We're getting Little Bird. We're not getting the bike on all maps straight away. Well, a bit late. If they already prepared Season 2, why was there a month delay? I think you know the answer to that. I mean, I can't. If someone peeks me with an SG, I die. 0 chance I kill them, basically. How did that not damage you? Nice. Wait, what? We didn't get disarmed? I thought we did. Why are you hiding in there? And we got it defused and he's still hiding in there. What the fuck is he doing?
Our troops have defused the enemy charges on Alpha.
Yeah, we should go back to the old shotgun. If we really want to make a difference here. Hey, footsteps right next to me. Oh, he is still hiding in there. Nice to hear those footsteps of the guy running behind me. Yeah, good, good, good. Yeah. Didn't hear a thing when he ran through that door. Good, good. Why are they just sitting there? They just sat in this room. I don't even know why. Mobile spawn beacon. Now they're on the rooflet, so they're going to drop down the back. Eventually. They are going to have to drop off the roof to arm the objective though, and they haven't done that yet. He just dropped down and died. What the fuck? What do you think of operations being an LTM? I mean, I don't really see. It doesn't make sense anyway. You know, the whole operations thing. It's you can recreate operations right now by just queuing for Cairo and then queuing for the other map. I don't really see what it's even adding. Do you know what I mean? No, that was fun. I don't really see what it's even adding, dude. Are they gonna add some sort of like animation or something? I don't even then it's kind of like, all right, cool. It's not even a new mode. It's just linking them together, which is good, I guess. That's what I'm saying. I think it's inconsequential. Either way. Just don't let them arm aim, we're good. Can I get some health, please, sir? Can I get some health, please, sir?
Get over here. Take what you can.
Advice on how to play this game with bad Wi-Fi. Try spamming the grenade launcher. Personally, oh my god, look at my. That was the enemy team. Level 484 and 293. Bloody hell. I would recommend getting an Ethernet cable, and it doesn't matter if you actually want to play games for fun and not get frustrated with your Wi-Fi. Just attach an Ethernet cable to whatever router and just run a 25-meter Ethernet cable. That's what I would do. Doesn't matter where it is. I would run an Ethernet cable 100 meters from whatever router I can get my hands on. In order to play the games, because that's always going to be the better option. Wi-Fi is going to give you massive packet loss. It's going to make the game not enjoyable. D-Dub with the 134 months. Thank you so much. Yeah, powerline connectors also have lag, by the way, but it's like 30 milliseconds. But it's better than. It's still better than Wi-Fi. Yeah, and when I move, it doesn't matter what situation's going on, I'm drilling holes through the floor and putting Ethernet cables everywhere. I am never ever going to use Wi-Fi for any gaming device, or even, well, actually I do use it for my TV, to be fair, but even like you can do a test now, by the way. If you test your internet connection, because obviously I did this loads. If you test your internet connection on an Ethernet, right, on a laptop, and then test your Wi-Fi holding your laptop next to the router, you will get half the speeds, usually, I would say, depending on how good your Wi-Fi is, just because it's traveling through the air. It's mental. But yes, if you have to use Wi-Fi, play Assault, play Shotgun, because all you're going to be able to utilize is basically camping and indirect damage, because trying to take someone at close range, they're just going to shoot you and you're going to lose because you're going to get packet loss, probably. Wi-Fi 7's improved a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm Wi-Fi 5 or Wi-Fi 4 or whatever it is still. So there you go. But there you go, guys. If you want to go back and look at all the patch notes for the new season 2, go back to the beginning of the stream, because I went through everything in detail, literally line by line, and I pointed out some things that I thought were somewhat interesting, and also some things that I feel that they've missed as well, which I think they have, unfortunately. One more game. Oh, mate, what's the... there's nothing new, mate. We've already done all the maps. We're just going through the motions on BF6 until the new map, and then even then, good stream. Thanks, Toaster. How far did we get on the AK-205? Not very far. But as I said, I think the AK-205 is getting some sort of buff in the new update. Level 27. So we got 8 levels, which means we'd need 12 more levels just to get the attachment I want, which is insane. And that's with double XP. So, you know, it's pretty rough. Guys, don't worry. Guys, we've got unlimited amounts of time to play more BF6 now. Now that we know what's happening in Season 2, trust me, there's plenty of time. I've used the 205 since day 1. It's horrible, D-Dub. How can you use it? Absolutely horrible. But yeah, if you want to see all the information about Season 2 and the patch notes, just go back to the beginning of the stream. It's all there. Thank you so much for watching today. I appreciate everybody hanging out. Thank you so much for all the support. We've had tips, super chats. Sylph with the $2.99, by the way. Greetings. Thank you, Sylph. Sorry I missed that one earlier. Subs, resubs, everything. Yeah, the MVO is insane, dude. Yeah, see, that's the you went from the worst gun in the game to the best, D-Dub. Right there. But yeah, I will be back on Monday, and who knows? Maybe I'll have something to show on Monday. Who knows? But yeah, before I go, make sure to check out PC Specialist, of course, in the chat. There you go. Make sure to check out our sponsor, PC Specialist, in the chat if you're looking for a new PC. Thank you to Zuppel for the tier 1. And as I said, I should be back on Monday with who knows what's happening on Monday. Something exciting, we'd hope. And then, of course, we have actually the Season 2 release on Tuesday. So that's the exciting part. All right. Have a lovely day. Thank you for hanging out. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. See you guys.